Happy Easter Sunday everyone, and welcome back to the James Rambling Reviews. In today's review I'm going to be reviewing a film that I've actually never reviewed on this channel, and that is Hunt for the Wilderpeople 2016, and that's because it recently turned 10 years old, had a 10-year anniversary, and there was a video out with the cast and all that, and they celebrated it by re-releasing it in New Zealand cinemas because it actually came out in New Zealand on March 31st 2016, so it's been 10 years now, and so there is that. And so because I've not seen the film in a few years, I'd say it's been at least more than 3 years since I saw the movie, so I was like, you know what, this is an excuse to go back and watch the movie, and then I can just do a review on it as well because it's worth talking about. And so honestly, my mind hasn't changed on the film, so it's kind of fresh on my mind, but I'll just review it anyway because it's a movie worth talking about. And so what you need to know about the film is that you've got this character played by Julian Dennison, then you've got Sam Neill as well in the movie. Taika Waititi makes a little cameo throughout the film as well, so there's that. But it's pretty much this kid called Ricky Baker. He pretty much has this horrible upbringing where he just doesn't really know if he had a mother or he had a father. So what ends up happening is that he has this thing where the whole movie goes on about how the police is after him because he's meant to be in a foster care home, but no, he really wants to just go out there, live his best life, have freedom. Then he runs into this guy called Hector, and the other lady's called Bella as well, so he ends up going there to their place in the bush. Basically that's where it is. It's like this place where there's a lot of trees and a lot of pigs and all that, so you get that in the movie. So you kind of get that whole thing where he goes to this place and he tries to just escape from it all, tries to escape from what he thinks is the real world into just something that he likes to do and he wants to be a part of, and that's pretty much what the whole film is going for. It's on for an hour and 40 minutes, and it honestly still is one of the best movies I've watched in my entire life because this is the kind of movie where there are moments of comedy, there are moments of drama, there are moments of sadness, but it just all fits together really well because it's all structured pretty well, where it's split into parts of chapters, and you get all the emotions in this movie where you want to laugh at the moments, and then when the tough times kick in, you're like, you know what, I'm going to get invested in the story because that's just how the movie's made to be. And obviously when the movie starts kicking into gear as well, you do get the whole thing where the auntie passes away and Hector is sad and all that, and you get that special moment where the movie director has let that moment sink in, so it's like really balanced well, where there's drama and there's comedy, so you can laugh, but then you're like, oh, let's step back, let's breathe a minute and just sink in the moments that just happened. And then there's a moment later on in the movie where they do spread her ashes, so they give you that moment to let that whole thing sink in, and you don't, like, it's not like they're trying to tell tons and tons of jokes. They're trying to balance it out and make sure this moment is very, very crucial so that it feels special and doesn't feel like it's overshadowed by a lot of jokes. And that's what's really good about it. It finds that sweet spot of having jokes and then having just serious moments all work throughout the film. So that's a really good thing about Taika Waititi, especially in his earlier career, not like movies like Thor: Love and Thunder, where I just thought that the drama and the jokes didn't really work together. But this is a film where he just knew how to craft the film. The script was there, and I will say the comedic timing in the movie is really, really good because it just has that dry New Zealand humour in it, so pretty similar to British humour as well, but it just has that kind of New Zealand humour about it where it feels naturally like a New Zealand film, so it all pieces itself together pretty well. It is paced properly, and it just feels like as soon as you turn the film on, it's like, what, the movie's already over? Like, it's that type of film. So overall, I enjoyed this movie. You've also got you've also got really you just got good acting in the film, because Julian Dennison just has a particular way he acts throughout the movie where it's like, yeah, this is exactly how this kind of character would be. And then you've got Sam Neill putting up a good performance. Taika Waititi is funny in the moment that he's in the scenes that he is in the movie. He is funny as well, and overall it's just a really good film to watch. It's like I said, it was all about how it just has the jokes and then it has the drama and it conveys it all properly, and there's that as well. And honestly, also the music really is good as well, because there's one moment where it's like Ricky Baker's imagining he is dancing to this music, and then it just cuts to like silence and stuff like that, and it just has that type of stuff in it where it knows how to use the music properly, knows how to use the sounds right at the right moment, at the right place, at the right time, and things like that. So it just has a bit of everything. It's that type of film where it just has a bit of everything. It knows what it's going for, it knows the type of bullet points it's trying to hit and trying to get across, what type of themes it's trying to present. So overall, I give it a 9 out of 10. It's a really, really good movie. It's everything that you would watch if you've seen the movie before. It's everything you know it is if you've seen the film before. It's everything you want in the movie that it was when you first watched it, and then when you watch it again. And especially, like, as soon as I watched it again, I picked things up a bit better as well. And so there's all of those things where it's that type of film where you could watch it once as a funny movie, watch it another time as all the film techniques and the sound design, and then it just has all this other things where you could watch it for multiple reasons and it would all make sense at the same time. So yeah, that's my review of Hunt for the Wilderpeople, Taika Waititi's 2016 film. So stay tuned for more reviews on the James Ramblin' Reviews, and yeah, might as well have just done this review because it's worth talking about. So stay tuned for more reviews on the James Ramblin' Reviews. Goodbye. That's my review of Hunt for the Wilderpeople. See you later. Goodbye.